I know what it feels like to feel invisible, to be the strong one, the responsible one, the one who holds it all together for everyone else, while quietly falling apart inside. My name is Karina Ibar-Jacobs. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and coach. But before all of that, I was just a little girl trying to survive in a world that asked too much of me, far too soon. I was born in the Dominican Republic, and by 9 years old, I was already stepping into the role of protector, advocate, the mature child. Back then, I thought that's just what love was, doing whatever it took to keep the peace and be there for others. What I didn't understand then was that my own emotional needs weren't just overlooked, they were invisible. When I was 16, I moved to the US, but my journey, it started long before that. As a child, I experienced sexual abuse by someone in my own family. That triggered asthma, anxiety attacks, and confusion. I was so young and confused. And at the same time, it is painful to say, but this person was giving me attention and acting like a guide, a friend, at a time when I was craving the care of my father, who had left the country after my parents divorced. When I finally spoke up, instead of being protected, I was questioned. What did you do? When I answered that I stayed still, the implication was that maybe I liked it. They also questioned that uncle in front of me, and of course, he denied it. I had made it up, and that was the beginning of one of the most shameful moments in my life. I must have been between 5 and 7 years old when this happened. I don't know. I dissociated so much that I can't remember. And that moment taught me something that I carried for years. If I wanted safety, I would have to create it myself. I can't rely on the judgment of the adults around. My mom worked endlessly to keep us afloat. My father was thousands of miles away in Europe, physically and emotionally. My grandmother, who was a beautiful, lovely lady who lived with us, struggled with bipolar disorder. So I did what many of us do. I became the good girl, the pleasant child that was trying to do everything right in order to receive love and attention. As I got older, I became the fixer, the helper, and for a while, that worked. Until it didn't. Eventually, that survival strategy bled into my adult life. In relationships, I fell into caretaking, overgiving, losing myself in people's potential. I kept choosing partners who couldn't meet me emotionally. And I kept burning out, trying to make it all work. I was looking for a partner, but unconsciously, a father figure. Someone that could love me without it feeling transactional. When I met my husband, I thought I had finally found my happy ending. Instead, I found my beginning. My first real opportunity to face my patterns head on. Even in my marriage, I found myself slipping into old patterns, feeling resentful, defensive, and disconnected. We actually separated for a while. And in that space, I had to face myself. I realized I couldn't keep living like this. I couldn't keep rescuing everyone else while abandoning myself. Something in me knew this was a chance to break the cycle. That's when everything began to shift. I started doing deep work of healing my attachment wounds, releasing the guilt, setting boundaries, learning to ask for help, and letting go of the perfectionism and hyperindependence trap. While we were apart, both my husband and I did the work we needed to. He went to therapy, I went on a spiritual journey. And when we came back together, it was as two whole people choosing each other. We even joke around, marriage 2.0. We were both different, healthier, more accountable. Healing saved our marriage and our beloved son. But more importantly, it saved me. And just when I thought I had made it to the other side, life threw me another challenge, the most aggressive breast cancer. In the words of the wise author and physician KAB&x, people who develop cancer have a hard time expressing healthy anger. And oh boy, I can identify. And most of my clients and members also. Because I was always people-pleasing in my intimate relationships, always repressing my needs and overcompensating to keep the peace, to keep relationships. But here's the thing I didn't expect. For the first time in my life, I felt that my family truly showed up for me when I had cancer. All those years of feeling like I couldn't rely on them, like I was an emotional orphan, this diagnosis showed me that I could count on my family, at least instrumentally and emotionally somehow. Today, my mother and I have a great relationship. I no longer feel guilty for setting boundaries. She was extremely parentified by her family also. And by default of doing the work of compassionately holding her accountable and my family for setting boundaries, it has broken the cycle of parentification and generational trauma. I'm also able to embrace my perfect imperfections, to build resilience through vulnerability. I never thought I would share my story publicly, and to allow my inner child to play, to be angry, to accept all my emotions without judgment. Today, I help women who know this story all too well.
Being part of the Self-Worth Hub, it's like taking my healing journey to a deeper level in a way.
And you know what? It's really been transformational. I was able to work through this in a way that I couldn't before.
On this healing path, they have much to gain from being part of this community.
Thank you to Karina and this entire group, because all of these discussions have helped me think about that and then consciously put that into action.
Women who became adults before they could even get a chance to be kids, who are exhausted from overfunctioning, from overgiving, and constantly proving their worth. I created the Self-Worth Hub for us, a space where you don't have to keep doing this alone, where we unpack the impact of unmet emotional needs, parentification, and complex trauma, so you can finally breathe. Inside the Self-Worth Hub, we work on setting healthy boundaries without guilt. We practice asking for support without shame. We stop overextending ourselves and overcompensating. And slowly, we build a kind of self-worth that doesn't depend on how much you give or how well you perform. Because you deserve that and mutually supportive relationships. And look, I'm not promising overnight miracles. This is real, layered, vulnerable, courageous work. But I can promise you a space to be compassionately heard and seen, where healing is finally possible. And for those of you ready to start, I'll be honored to welcome you into this community. You're not broken or in need of fixing. You're not too much. You're not too late. And you don't need to be hyper-independent. You can let go of the mask and all the weight. Your story doesn't end here. What you have gone through could light the way for someone else. And I would be honored to walk alongside you as you create the life you deserve. You are worthy of the love, care, and freedom you give so freely to everyone else.